Hi guys, I'm back up here with another message for the rise of the feminine and masculine. This is the feminine though. I was just guided to get up here. God was like, I'm gonna need you to put this message out before I go to bed. So I'm up here with this message. So take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings if you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those. You can DM me, we can get you set up, come fuck with your girl. I'd love to hear from you guys. We'll DM me, we can get you set up, okay? As well as drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. It's going to start the discussion, as well as it's going to share these vids, man. So we can get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? So I think that's about it. We're going to get a message from the, I believe this is the Every Man's Bible here. Y'all can tell it's been in use, sis. You know what I'm saying? So yes. Got some mad messages here. So we're going to get a message from Proverbs. A section Spirit really wants us to check out for the feminines here. And really dissect this message here, okay? All right, so let's go and get it popping and get it started. Also, bear with the kid. You know how my speech be, okay? All right, so let's get it popping, all right? So the message is wisdom shouts in the streets, okay? Wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls out to the cowards along the, let's read that again. She calls out to the crowds along the main street, okay? And to those in front of the city hall. You simpletons, she cries, how long will you go on being simple-minded? How long will you mock? How long will you mockers relinquish your mocking? How long will you fools fight the facts? Come here and listen to me. I'll pour out the spirit of wisdom among you and make you wise. All right? I called you so often, but you didn't come. I reached out to you, but you paid no attention. You ignored my advice and rejected the correction I offered. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will mock you when disaster overtakes you. When, calamity, hopefully I'm saying that right, overcomes you like a storm. When you are engulfed by trouble and sorry, I lost my spot, y'all. Yeah. And when anguish and distress overwhelms you, I will not answer when they cry for help, even though they anxiously search for me. They will not find me, for they hate knowledge and chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. That is why they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way. They must experience the full terror of the path they have chosen. For they are simpletons who turn away from me to death. They are fools, and their own, complacency will destroy them. But all who listen to me will live in peace and safety, unafraid of harm. All right, so with that message here, you know what I'm getting here for the feminines here. A lot of us in these moments in time when it comes to God and really tapping into this new version of ourselves, we all get that call. You know what I'm saying? Many are called, but few are chosen, right? A lot of us are being called to go into different directions, especially if you've been going down a road for a minute where you can you know what to expect. You know what I'm saying? You know what to expect when it comes to the people that you fuck with, or the things that you entertain and things of that nature. But when God really reveals itself to you, there's a sense of isolation. Okay, you get put in isolation. So that being said, people you've been, I don't give a fuck, homegirls, homeboys, niggas you've been fucking with, this, that, and the third, that were fucking with you when you wasn't really on your job or doing what you need to do, when you were still completing your karmic cycles in life, you know what I'm saying, before getting into these divine cycles, before getting into the shit God needs you to do, right? Into these, dealing with that divine karma, right? When you answer that call, right? You no longer can hang out with those people that you was with. You no longer can engage in shit that is not for your highest good. So, you know what this energy is here? This is the energy where when I first got baptized type of energy. And it was like after getting baptized, all these gifts was like implanted within me. You know what I'm saying? Being able to speak in tongues, really tapping into God, hearing God, and all this stuff, right? Back in 2012, right? This is that type of energy. Once God makes that mark on you, once God says, once you walk to God and let God know that I'm ready to walk in that direction, God is going to place that mark upon your life. You know what I'm saying? God already marked your life. But there's an energy here where we got to walk in that direction. You have an intuition. You have an inner you speaking to you, letting you know that what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. And with this message here, it's about really tapping into that inner you, okay? Because a lot of y'all are being asked, including myself, to walk in a direction that is unknown. You know what I'm saying? That really, it's like, yo, like, I don't know where I'm going. Especially going through the wilderness and really going through life, and it's dark as shit here. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with life, dealing with God in general. I don't want to say God because it's not really God, because God's the light, but more of the world and the shit in the world. You know what I'm saying? It's dark as fuck here. You can easily be distracted here. You can easily be swayed here. And this is that energy here. This is for those that have the ears to hear and those that have the eyes to see, right? So that being said, a lot of y'all, especially if you're connecting with this message here, y'all got a mark on your life, right? This is that energy. Are you going to choose to walk with the world as they walk sleep? You know what I'm saying? And really in this position, not having a relationship with God, not knowing God and things of that nature? Or are you going to wake up? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to this message here about wisdom, right? Like what they say? What they say in it? Okay, it says wisdom shouts in the streets. She cries out in the public square. She calls out to crowds along the main street. And to those in front of City Hall, you simpletons, she cries. How long will you go on being simple-minded? How long will you mockers relinquish your mocking? How long will you fools fight the facts? Come here and listen to me. I'll pour out the spirit of wisdom among you and make you wise. So, like I said, sorry, they wanted me to repeat that message. It's about what God is feeding you. What is God putting in you? What is God telling you? What is God revealing to you? The next moves in your life, okay? So this is really about you really tapping into these next moves in your life, right? So I don't give a fuck if you're not religious or you're not the whole Christianity type thing, you know. Whatever you believe in, grab something that that interests you. You know what I'm saying? That's your foundation, right? Mine happens to be Christianity, but you know, that's the basic rules before leaving Earth. So that being said, you have to advance this. This is just level 1, right? So if you're on that energy, right? If you're on that same wavelength as me, Proverbs, the book of Proverbs is, I recommend that book. You know what I'm saying? I recommend tapping into that. There's a lot of wisdom here. You know what I'm saying? But that's a side note. But the message is here. Sorry, y'all. It's about you really listening. Wisdom's calling to you. What is your spirit saying to you? Right? The more that you allow this wisdom to fall on deaf ears, it's going to put you in a position where when you need help, when you need wisdom, that's where that I'm not going to answer the call. I'm not like, what she say? What it say? What it say in the book? What it say? I will not answer when they cry for help, right? Even though they anxiously search for me, they will not find me, for they hated knowledge, right? And chose not to fear the Lord. They rejected my advice and paid no attention when I corrected them. That is why they must eat the bitter fruit of living their own way. So with this message here, it's really about, especially being in the times that we're in right now, feminines. Okay, the world right now is in a weird space. You know what I'm saying? On a global scale, excuse me. And right now, you will be behind if you're not tapping into what God is. Right now, you need to be finding what God is. Right now, you need to know who God is right now. We're in this space where there's these divine ones, right? We all here light workers doing what we got to do, right? We got this side here with God, right? Then we got this side with the world here. And then we have in the middle all of these confused spirits, all of these confused souls, all this confused energy lingering in the dark here. So what's happening here? Both of these, I guess, entities, both of these scales of the spectrum here are grabbing what they can, right? So this is that energy right now. If you're not in control of your sword, because a lot of this wisdom, where does it start at? It comes from the sword, right? So if you're not in control of the sword, if you're not the master of your own mind, trust and believe somebody's governing that shit. I'm going to tell you that right now. So the overall message here is about tapping into that wisdom that you have within you that's been dormant, right? So to even tap into that energy, it's really about you ascending, getting out of the world. And you know what God got me doing here? I haven't sat the fuck down and read a Bible since like freshman year. And this was it. Which y'all see, it's went through its go round, you know what I'm saying? I ain't read this since freshman year, and God's been like, we need you back in here. So what the message is here We need to go back to the foundation. Tap into your foundation, right? There's some unanswered questions here. Okay? So what I'm getting here from this energy is that it's like you've been going on your journey, especially developing this relationship with God and really moving with God and really pushing and building that faith system, creating that relationship with God now. There was some jewels here that was you were unable, or this goes for me too, but we were unable to really comprehend. Now hindsight 2020, God's wanting us to come back here after experiencing. This is that energy like, shit, you've been roaming on your road and it's time to come back home, right? So using your foundation to build on. So that being said, I don't give a fuck if you are a part of the Hindu, what is their thing? I don't know, I forgot. Like Buddhism, or you get teachings from the Quran, or all of those beautiful religions and cultures and things like that. Wherever your foundation is, what is being asked is to return back to the foundation. And what I mean by that is you take what you need and leave the rest. Everything in here ain't for you, babe. You take what you need and you leave the rest. Right? So what's being asked here in some of the some of your current cycles, okay, some of the things that you're experiencing right now in these moments in time, a lot of that clarity, a lot of your answers are gonna be here wherever your foundation is, right? Going back to your foundation. Okay? That's why wisdom shouts in the streets. It's in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, do you have the eyes to see? Do you have the ears to hear? Because it's in front of you. Right? Right. All right. I think that's it for the feminines. Remember, all messages are not for all. Take what you need and leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings if you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those. You can DM me. We can get you set up. Come fuck with your girl. As well as going to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. Let's go on and start the discussion. So we all can get on one accord. As well as just going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord. Okay, stay tuned for those Rise of the Masculine messages because we got another message from here. So stay tuned for those. I'll see you guys in a little bit and bye-bye.